Welcome to the newest edition of Postcards from the Void. I'm here once again joined by Dylan Cuthbert.
Yes, I'm here again, joined by Will.
Welcome.
Joined with Will? Who knows?
Well, we got a special treat for all the fans out there today. We'll be showing some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of the Tomorrow Children.
Yes, debugging information.
Yeah, so we're actually doing things a little bit differently this time. We're actually reacting to the video.
Yeah.
You'll see a mouse cursor on the screen. That is just part of the debug.
Yeah, it's actually running on the PlayStation. There's no PC version of this. That is, we just have a mouse plugged into the PlayStation dev kit. So here on this, see that nice costume? It's a nice costume. I didn't really see people wearing the game that much. Actually, I quite like that one.
Mm-hmm.
You can see here the menu, the debugging menu is actually up. You can see that, Will? The green, the green squares. And here there's a whole bunch of debugging information, loads of stuff we can edit. But today we're going to show the sort of object creation and just sort of show a few things and how it works. So I've moved the camera off the player here.
Yeah.
And we can just move the camera freely, of course. This is kind of fun. It's like a sort of free form mode, free for all mode. And this is a list of objects we can place.
So did you use this camera for like trailers and stuff like that, or just testing?
Yeah, and there's also a special trailer mode we have as well in part of the debugging system, where we can actually set a path for the camera to move along.
Oh, okay.
Here I'm just placing a random signpost everywhere, so just showing the basic system where we can just place objects where we like. So when we're creating or designing an island, this is how we go in and place all the things in the island for the player.
Yeah, it looks like in this. You just pulled up a pop-up.
So this we can actually inspect an object. So that's a live object, and that's the window showing all the information, to position and everything in there. And we can even sort of move it around. So with this thing, we can move and rotate it and do all kinds of things like that. And we can also inspect the code and inspect the data. So this is all the data for that object, and you can see there's a lot of data, quite a lot of fun stuff going on there. Lots of information, and it's very useful for when we're debugging the game. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, if some function or something breaks, then you can just be like, okay, what's happening behind the scenes?
Exactly. And then, see here, we're going, I think we're going to place another object here. Oh, yeah, another signpost. I'm just like these signposts, don't I? But pretty much any object in the game can be placed via this system. So you can see that they're all listed. There's a little search filter thing at the top, of course, and there's tags you can search for. Oh, and there's doors. So all the doors seem to be quite separate, so you can place each door in turn. There's a door for each building, I think. Look at that.
Yeah, that's of course. So I think I saw before there was like a debug visitor. Is that just like for loading an AI into the game?
Yeah, basically we can load in AI and characters or anything really in there. It's kind of fun. You see the objects dragging with us there. Oh yeah. So you actually run around the game and place objects as you run around. It's like a whole other game in itself, when you're playing with the debug mode on. And another thing we want to, we're looking at that object there. Another thing we want to show you is the chike. Chike means landscape in Japanese. Yeah. And this is the thing we use to actually create the island, so we can create like geometry on the fly. And I'm just going to show you a bit of this. Jerome is going to go into details with this in the next newsletter. And Jerome developed the technology behind this. Let's take a look. So
what's this material ID?
That's so for this you see I'm putting primitives down now. Yeah. This is for defining the actual material type. We have a whole bunch of materials. I think like 16 of them. I think it's 16. Up to 32 as well. And each material is very unique. So they have different like reflective properties, or whether they're actually diggable or not. All these kind of little flags go with the materials. You see, using the same object, I've just increased the scale here. So we see increase the scale there, just make it a bit bigger, and I'll place that behind. So it's just very easy, like just to place these objects into the system. And then I'm going to make it bigger again, and make it a whole new island. We call this like the step up island or something, right? So put that in there as well. You can move the camera, freely as well. So I place that in the middle, so you can intersect, and everything will cut through nicely. And what we can also do is actually subtract And subtracting is quite interesting. I've switched to the DF sub mode there, and if I subtract from here, there, I can just cut a big hole into the system.
Oh, it's like a 3D modeling.
Yeah,
tool
it's
almost.
basically a modeling tool. It's basically CSG modeling, basically.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of other stuff we can get up to with that. I'm just going to have a look at that little island now. There we go, look, I made a little nice little, look at that. Is it plants in there or something?
Yeah. Little home.
Yeah, well, it's a nice material as well, isn't it? Kind of sort of gold, nice dark gold, kind of glittery gold. And yeah, so Jerome is going to go into details about this system next week and actually be, he's quite excited by it, I think. And so that's the end of the video. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so again, huge shout out to all of our ambassadors for helping us translate this to all these different languages. If you look at the welcome video, I think it's up in like 8 languages now, which is truly amazing. And again, thank you guys for subscribing to Postcards from the Void. We'll be back after the new year with Jerome's video showing about the land generation.
And there's also one little thing that, you know, one person on YouTube, I think, noticed the little Easter egg.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about that
in the video, just very quickly. But we added recently, we were doing a play test, and we were kind of having trouble finding one of the dolls in the island, and we thought, well, why don't we make the dolls sometimes cry out a little bit? So we've added that little feature. You can actually hear it in the video in the last newsletter. So if you go back and listen around the 4-minute mark, you can actually hear the doll sort of crying out for a little bit of help. And every now and then, very randomly, they'll give you a little hint of where they are.
And that'll help you find just that last one.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sometimes it can be hard, especially on the bigger islands. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, guys, and again, we'll see you after the new year.
Bye bye.